Considering where you get the weapon, a blast from the past or a shot from the future, and I'm talking about the almighty Vex Mythoclast. All fear this weapon, and believe me, you have reason to, especially since it's Iron Banner week. This thing is an absolute monster of a weapon in both PvP and in PvE. Given, yes, its attack is just a little bit lower than all the other weapons, but still at 323 attack, it is still an absolute beast, and that is why I love this weapon, especially for PvP. Let's go ahead and take a look at its base stats here. Its charge rate is at about 35%. Can't really argue with that. It's great, especially for what you're going to be using it for. Um, of course, the charge rate doesn't really mean anything because you got this little perk right here, Timeless Mythoclast. No charge time. It is basically an auto rifle that will destroy whatever is in your way. Your impact. This is insane. Since this is basically an auto rifle, you're not going to get the same impact as a regular fusion rifle. But it is still stronger than any other thing you could possibly use in the game as far as auto rifles go at this point. Except for maybe the Suros. But even that is debatable. The range. Now, I do have a range perk equipped. It's right here. Send it. Increases that range. Look how much that range increases. From either the extended mag or lightweight. I will take that range any day with Iron Banner week being here. Stability is out of control. Basically, I'm going to tell you right now from personal experience, use this bad boy in PvP and watch the headshots roll in. Now, the reload is pretty average. It could be a little bit quicker, all things considered. But as it is, it's still pretty good. Now, the magazine size. 21 rounds is not the best. It could be faster. It could be better. There could be more. And even when you get the extended mag, let's go ahead and take a little peek. 35. 35 rounds. That is it. Before patch 1.0.2, this is the same one they patched a lot of the loot caves in. This had a massive 52 rounds, I believe. Of course, people complained about it in PvP, and all the people that bitched and moaned about it, it got nerfed pretty heavy. It was an even bigger beast before, because so few people had it. But now that's a more commonplace weapon. It's nerfed so heavily that people are now bitching that it is too weak. If you don't believe me, head over to the Reddit. Any Reddit that talks about Destiny, and you will see what I am talking about. People are saying the Mythoclast needs to get buffed. And then go back about 4 or 5 months and look at when they're bitching that it needs to get nerfed. And sometimes it will be the exact same people. And I find it detrimental to the community at Destiny that people are such whiny little bitches about a single weapon that is quite possibly one of the hardest in the game to get is too overpowered. Guess what? This weapon is supposed to be overpowered. Destiny's fucking people even said this is going to be the most powerful weapon in the game. Of course, they didn't. They kind of had a miscalculation with their Jowler Horn getting thrown out there in chests and from Atheon, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at these perks real quick. Solar damage, outstanding. Timeless Mythoclast, no charge time, love it. Aggressive ballistics, increase the impact and range, but the stability takes too much of a drop. Personally, not a favorite of mine. Linear recoil, a lot more range, but the stability, once again, if you're not having the stability to hit these things downrange, what's the point in having the range? You're going to be missing too much. I go with smart drift control. Predictable and controllable recoil, penalty to range. Yes, the range is slightly impacted, as you can tell. But trust me when I tell you this, I will take smart drift control over that any day to have those headshots roll in. Next up, you got Zen Moment. Causing damage with this increases its stability. Once again, the stability is even higher. Something I personally love. Why? Headshots on headshots. 1 of 5 damage upgrades. The extended mag. Send it. Increases range and accuracy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I have it equipped. Look at that. That is fucking beautiful. I love it. And then when you come back and you look at these two, boom. That little increase you would have got from these two for range, gone. Non-existent. Lightweight. When held, this weapon grants +2 character agility. If you're going to be the runner on Crota's End and you don't have a primary that has this perk, throw this bitch on. Trust me, it's worth it. crowd control. Kills with this weapon grant bonus damage for a short time, and that is where it becomes a absolute beast. If you're in PvP and you're running, let's say, Clash, and you got one kill, boom, you got more damage, boom, more damage, boom, more damage. And one little thing that I have come to figure out, it stacks 3 times. So instead of dealing a 41 for a headshot, you're dealing a 52, 53. Trust me, when you're going in PvP and the max amount of health is only like 200-300, this is the thing you want to use. Believe me when I tell you that. You got the last 4 damage upgrades. Now let's just talk about this thing aesthetically. Look at this thing. Look how monstrous this thing is. This is the type of thing that your enemy in PvP sees in his darkest nightmares. And trust me, I do mean it. This thing is a monster. And the first time I ever saw it in PvP, I was getting thrashed by it. That's how I knew it even existed. Of course, it is not designed the way that a standard fusion rifle is in any way, shape, or form. This is definitely designed the way like a machine gun would be designed. Or an auto rifle will. And just to kind of back up my claim, let's take a look at a fusion rifle. Look. Does that look anything like the Mythoclast? No, the fuck it doesn't. This looks weak. That thing looks weak. This is a monster. Look at it. Just look at it. It looks like a droid head from Star Wars here in the back. With like an extra scope on it. How badass is this weapon? If you guys have this weapon, go ahead and leave in the comment section why you love it so much. And you know what? If you guys hate this weapon, and you're one of those people that likes to complain about it being in PvP and it being way too overpowered, go ahead and leave a reason why and have it leave something to back up your claim. But guys, that is all I got for you tonight. I'll have a new video for you guys tomorrow morning, so keep an eye out for that. Until then, see you next time, Guardians.